Thanks, Eric. Hi, everybody. I'm Kevin, and this is Matthew from Jemstep. The majority of Americans are falling way short when it comes to having enough money for retirement, partly because they do not have access to high-quality investment advice. Many have insufficient assets to even pique the interest of traditional advisors, and those that do need to make a choice between brokers, whose advice is often biased, and wealth managers who can be expensive. In either case, the investment advice seldom incorporates their entire portfolio, leaving 401ks by the wayside. Online investment services tend to be too simplistic, giving incomplete advice, or too complex and intimidating. The average investor doesn't know where to turn. Jemstep Portfolio Manager nails this problem with a service that's easy to use, individualized, and actionable, giving you the precise steps you need to take to lock in more money for retirement. Let's show you what we've done. To get started, you sign up and then simply set up a goal on the path to your Jemstep action plan. Let's take a typical user, Joe. Joe is concerned about his retirement and wants to make sure that he's doing the right thing with his money. He gives us his age, his years to retirement, his income, his savings rate. We gather some more information about his investing preferences, and that's it. Joe has quickly and easily given us all the information we need to give him high-caliber, individualized guidance. Next, Joe links his retirement accounts to Jemstep so that we can analyze his portfolio, which includes a brokerage account and a 401k account. The average Jemstep user is linking 4 accounts with an average portfolio value in excess of $600,000. So with his accounts linked, it's time for Jemstep to go to work. On the left, Jemstep has extracted Joe's current asset allocation, and on the right, we show him his optimal recommended asset allocation. In the background, we're using Black-Lindemann mean variance analysis in the construction of our portfolios, and we're also running an asset and liability model using Monte Carlo simulations to project future earnings. And so we show Joe exactly how much he'll have available to spend each year in retirement with his current portfolio, and how much he could have available to spend if he follows Jemstep's advice. With Jemstep, he's projected to earn $14,000 more per year in retirement. The average Jemstep customer is seeing an improvement of $300,000 more to spend for the duration of his or her retirement. So now Joe's wondering, how does he move from his current portfolio to the portfolio that's going to give him more money? And that's where the action plan comes into play. The action plan shows Joe exactly what to buy, sell, or hold in each account to reach his optimal portfolio. So here's Joe's action plan. He sees his brokerage account at the top, and down below, he sees his 401k account, each with some recommended buys and sells, making it very simple for Joe to act on. Now, there's a lot going on under the hood, and I'd like to just highlight a couple of things that we take into account when optimizing Joe's portfolio. First, Jemstep makes sure that he has the right mix of assets. Second, we optimize for tax, which includes asset location and capital gains. Third, we reduce concentration risk by making sure that Joe doesn't hold too much of any one particular asset. And fourth, we look at fund quality, which includes fees, value at gain, value at risk, and about 50 other attributes that the Jemstep ranking engine, which is patented, takes into account. We shield Joe from all of this complexity so that all he needs to do to act is simply transact these buys and sells in the ordinary course. But we're not a black box, and if Joe wants, he can dig deeper to understand why these recommendations make sense for him. So in this first example, Jemstep tells Joe to sell FIIHX, which is ranked 96 out of 143 by Jemstep's ranking engine in this asset class. Joe clicks on Y, and Jemstep tells him that he's overweight in this type of asset class, and our ranking engine has identified this lowly ranked fund as the best one for Joe to sell. To validate this, Jemstep highlights some information for Joe. For example, performance. Joe sees that this fund performed poorly compared to the benchmark index fund. Fees. He sees that he's paying excessive annual fees with this fund. And thirdly, we highlight capital gains. Using Joe's cost basis, Jemstep calculates the capital gains on each transaction, and we look to minimize Joe's tax bill wherever possible. Thankfully, Joe sees here that this sale has a minimal capital gains of less than $200. All good. Now Joe looks at his 401k account down below. He's happy to see that he can actually include his 401k account as part of his overall portfolio analysis. Jemstep looks at specific 401k recommendations that are available in Joe's company's 401k account, and we present the recommendations in percentages so Joe can take action and knows exactly what to do when he fills out his company's 401k election form. So as you can see from this action plan, Joe knows exactly what to do, why it's right for him, and he can take action across all of his accounts. Finally, Portfolio Manager provides continuous tracking of Joe's portfolio, giving guidance when it's time to rebalance or upgrade to specific investments. All of this for a subscription on average of 1/10 of what you would pay a traditional advisor. Actionable, easy to use, and individualized for each investor. We look forward to showing you more at our booth and are looking for opportunities to connect with you to distribute Jemstep to a broader audience. Thank you very much.